1. The absence of a government directive blaring from audio points should have been welcome, a potent reminder of Renaissance, yet silence hung heavy, trapped within her apartment walls like a Port Phillip sea fog. Yesterday morning, Emma hadn't noticed the lack of intrusion, her desire for punctuality overriding all else. The resumption of a workday routine after 12 months of unemployment shaping every minute from the moment of waking. First on the agenda was an alarm cancellation instruction to her bedside device, given in a whisper to ensure she didn't disturb her son. Less than 24 hours had elapsed since Jack's return home from a youth detention center, where he'd been detained along with numerous others for participating in a student protest in the street opposite the imposing stone facade of State Parliament. The subsequent release of all detainees except Jack had alarmed not only his mother, but also the committee charged with administering Citizens' Voice, an undercover organization promoting radical political change through civil disobedience. Jack was accused of masterminding both the sit-in and the preceding protest march through city streets to State Parliament, demanding government action on unemployment issues. Fabricated charges given the rally had been instigated by the CV committee, of which Emma was secretary. Now that Jack had been granted bail to await his trial, scheduled to begin on Wednesday, March 31st, Emma felt confident that the preposterous charges would be thrown out of court, his lawyer, Penelope Watts-Smith, being renowned for her brilliant defense strategies. Cocooned in the shower within a cascade of tepid water, Emma focused on the silky touch of washing gel, her hands moving languidly over her slender limbs and the slight skin creases that would forever remind her of midlife pregnancy. As expected, her body exhibited numerous signs of aging, wrinkles around the eyes, puckers above her upper lip, the beginnings of loose flesh beneath her chin. But unlike some citizens, she had no wish to erase the evidence of a 70-year life. Recent events were of more importance than the passing of decades, a momentous month having culminated in a challenging administrative position that she planned to vacate after a single day, after citing a confidentiality clause implying dire consequences if contravened. Cal Ritchie, the convener of Citizens' Voice, had persuaded Emma to return to the Productive Citizens Bureau, where she would spend the next few weeks completing instructive modules before embarking on a role as a trainee doorkeeper, TDK, one of the many employed throughout the city to determine the next step for the unemployed. As Cal had explained in his no-nonsense manner, her exposure to the workings of a government long suspected of sanctioning inhumane solutions to rid the country of unproductive citizens could provide CV with valuable intelligence. Citizens raised on a diet of strict compliance needed absolute proof of unlawful and brutal conduct before they would commit to changing the status quo.